Welcome to Condo Corner. I'm your host Van Smith, and today I'm going to talk to you about heating and air conditioning units within condominium suites. So right beside me here, I'm in the common elements area, and beside me is as an example of a heat pump unit. The heat pump unit is responsible for converting the room temperature air into hot or cold air, which is then blown through the heating duct system back into the room. I'm going to explain a little bit more detail how exactly this unit does convert the room temperature air into hot or cold air. But before that, I am going to take an email that was sent in from Shannon. And Shannon asks, "Dear Condo Corner, can you explain the difference between auto and on settings for my thermostat? It is my filter easy to access. Shannon, Kilgore Estate." Thank you, Shannon, for your question. Let's head over to the thermostat and try to answer part of your question. This is the thermostat that controls the heat pump we just saw. Now, as a homeowner, you can make some adjustments on the thermostat to control if you want hot, cold, or the circulation of air in your unit. Let's just go over a few of those things and answer Shannon's question. On the one side, we have a switch, the fan switch. There are three settings for the fan switch. There's auto and on settings. I suggest that this setting be turned to the auto position, which it currently is in. The purpose for this is to have the fan only come on when heating or cooling is required for the unit. If we switch it over to the on position, for example, the fan in the heat pump is going to continuously run 24 hours a day. Now, if you're paying for electricity, you have to pay for the electricity for operation of that heat pump. This particular unit, it's a separately metered unit, and the resident owner is responsible for the electricity runs that heat pump. The other thing we have here, I'm going to switch this back to auto position. The other control we have here is simply heat, off, or cool. Very straightforward. If it's a you need to heat up your room, the way to call that in is to put it to the heat setting and set your temperature. Vice versa, if we set that down to the cool position, what's going to happen is the compressors are going to come on, and it's going to now take the air and bring it down to your desired temperature. The unit, and what I'm going to show you are a few tips when it comes to in-suite heat pump systems. First thing is, don't block the unit. Many times there's a couch, chair, a bookshelf that will be in front of this unit, and that cuts off the flow of air which is trying to make its way through this gaps. Also, drapes or something being hung over there is a no-no. Keep this free and clear, and it will perform well for you. The second thing that you can do is from time to time is open up your unit. Inside you can see there's a switch at the top. We're going to shut that to off. There's a fan switch as well. We're not going to bother with that today. And what I'm going to show you is this. This is the filter which filters the air which is circulating in, drawing in the large particulate, fur, those types of things, and prevents it from getting into the system. At this particular building, this is serviced 2 times a year by the condominium corporation, and this particular unit is a washable material, so this will be simply popped out, it's taken away, it's machine washed at a specific factory, and replacements come in. The reason this was chosen for this particular site is because it is recoverable, the material, so it comes back. The other system which you may have seen or may have in your system may be white or blue, disposable type of material with a metal surrounding. Those would simply go to the garbage and a new one popped in. Whatever the case, for this particular one, if you pop it out, if there's dirt, debris that's on it, you can vacuum it off. You can wash it. It is washable. Let it dry completely, and then you can return it back into position into the heat pump.
You now have a few tips on how to set your temperature, check your filter, and keep your unit free and clear from obstructions. Well, what if your unit fails to start? There's ice forming on the front of the unit, or in some cases the power supply, your breaker keeps tripping on and off. Well, now it's time to call in a professional. You may also want to contact your property management company and see if the condominium corporation is responsible for repairing the unit. In most circumstances, the management company sends in for maintenance on a semi-annual basis, and that's part of your regular maintenance fees. But typically the repairs are covered or required by the unit owners and not the condominium corporation, so check to make sure which applies to you. I hope you have enjoyed this episode on heat pumps. Please continue to send in your questions to Condo Corner, and check for future videos coming soon.